Prosecutors say Officer Derek Chauvin had his knee on George Floyd's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, including 2 minutes and 53 seconds after Floyd had become unresponsive.
I woke up today with, what the fuck? I am tired. I'm tired.
Later. Today, hundreds flooded the streets at that same intersection to protest Floyd's death. They then marched to the police station where the officers who arrested Floyd worked.
31 years ago, not too far away, there was a horrific rape of a woman. And instead of going out to find the perpetrator who did that horror, they found any black man that they could and falsely accused him. I am not okay today. I really am not. We are trying to deal with tens of thousands of people dying from COVID, disproportionately in the black and brown community. There is no bigger fish to fry than the institution of racism and bigotry that is pervasive in every damn institution across this city, state, and this country, period.
And the police in the background. Alright, okay, come. Okay. So, welcome everybody to this episode of This Might Get Me Canceled, but Black Lives Edition. It originally was not supposed to be, it wasn't gonna be a Black Lives episode. But if you see me looking down, just gonna look at my notes. This episode originally wasn't gonna be a Black Lives like episode, or it wasn't gonna be surrounded about that. But due to everything that's been going on, all the riots, all the protests, all the unjust killings, I decided that it's about time that, you know, I've always wanted to speak up about this type of stuff, you know, but like, I'm pretty sure like everybody can understand, as a person that's like, oh, you don't have this many followers, you don't have this, like, or like a younger person, and it seems like your voice gets lost in things. But now, I started my own show, so I'm like, perfect for me just to have my platform and to say what I want to say what I get to say, and hopefully be heard. Yeah. And, you know, I just want to focus this episode on what can we do, like, because it always feels like we can't do nothing, which is why we gotten to this point, because it feels like everything that everybody's been trying to do is nothing. So here we've gone to riots and everything that's going on right now. But, you know, I hope that you guys really like the show, and, you know, there'll be more episodes. They won't always be so, I don't know how to put it, but there'll be jolly episodes. Not everything is going to be about hard topics that, you know, that we shouldn't have to deal with, but it just happens to come up day by day. But I hope you guys really do enjoy the episode, and with that being said, let's just cut to the episode. Okay?
Alright guys, I just want to let you guys know that you're all on the first episode of This Might Get Me Canceled, but alright, applause. This is monumental. Come on, cheers. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So this episode we're gonna be talking about Black Lives Matter, as you guys can all tell.
Give them a look at the puzzle.
Obviously, from you know. Alright, this is a show where we talk about controversial topics and we share our opinion with you guys, the internet. You guys can comment and let us know. Let me know if you want to be on the show. But today's topic is Black Lives Matter, as you can see. And to the right of me, we have
Naya.
on the bottom.
Erica.
And then to the left, to the right of her.
But
say your
Alicia.
name, woman.
Alicia.
You're the only one, Alicia. Okay, we're keeping that. We're
All right.
keeping that.
I got
We're
it
keeping
wrong
that.
the first time,
Okay.
but
Okay, I'm gonna send you all the TikToks. Alicia, we're gonna spin the wheel at the end of the show. I'm gonna send you guys all the TikToks that I was talking about. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This might get me canceled. Okay, here's the first one.
Everyone put their middle finger over their heart and please sing along. Oh, say, can you see all the racists inside? What so proudly they hail as our bodies are swinging. Whose bright lights and black and white cars through the streets come to fight. Oh, the triggers we watch as their deaths are still streaming. But the bloody red stare, the brown fists in the air, gave proof through the night that the pigs were so scared. Oh, say, does that bullet wound still bleed on the hands of the free and the ground at your feet? Bitch.
Come on back. Erica, your mic is muted.
Okay, I watched it.
Okay.
I watched.
All right. Now, here the question is, how do you guys feel about people remaking the national anthem?
Who wants to go first?
It don't matter. You could go, Alicia. Go, because you be spit facts. Go.
Okay. Anywho, I mean, I feel like she didn't do anything wrong. Like, she said her piece and she felt how she felt. Honestly, if you really have a problem with her remake, then remake your own. Like, when has the national anthem ever done shit for us? Like, let's be real. What does the national anthem actually do for us? Like, it's the same with saying, oh, we have our American flag. We have a Black American flag. We have so many different other flags. Like, it don't do shit. Like, it's not disrespectful to remake it, in my opinion. And honestly, she did it at the perfectly right time, because shit like that needs to be said.
I feel as though that was a way of protest, you know? People like to complain about, like, when Kaepernick kneeled for the song, that it was against America and he wasn't being, like, a true American. But why are people pressed over a song? If I don't want to sing the national anthem, I'm not going to sing the national anthem. It's just a song at the end of the day. It has no value or meaning to our everyday life. And if a country that doesn't do well for people like me wants me to sing a song, wants me to stand there and put my hand on my heart and pledge, forget about the national anthem, pledge allegiance to a flag of this country, bugging.
Erica, would you like to add?
For me, I can understand why some people would be upset because, you know, if they have, like, veteran families or, like, they're very patriotic, they might feel like we're being disrespectful, but at the same time, like, we're literally given the freedom to remake the song and however we see fit. Like, that's literally what the Constitution's for, to give us the freedom to choose whether we want to sing the song or not. So I don't think it's wrong for her to do that.
Exactly. Since white people love when I say white people, I mean white people trademark. We all seen that TikTok, you know. Since white people love to, like, say, oh yeah, but I have a Black friend. Something. I have family in the Army, in the Navy. I know people. It's not like they're not like, oh my God, my heart hurts so much that you're speaking up against injustice and remaking a song about how it fits in today's society. Like, since they love that you know, like, I got a Black friend, like, I'm gonna play the card too. I have Navy, like, Army, National Guard. I know people in the military. They're not gonna be pressed over people speaking their mind, exercising that good old fashioned First Amendment. And it's not like it's not like the song was like, okay, technically it wasn't like, this place absolutely terrible. It was pointing out that there's a problem here and it needs to be solved. And this is how the youth today are trying to find a way to solve this issue. Because no one else has been, after all the protesting, no one is hearing, no one's saying, not like a goddamn thing. So that's why now they want to hear us when we want to riot and loot and have to cause a bunch of chaos. Like some children, like, treat us like children, and we have to sit here and get put on timeout, and then we have to sit here and say we're sorry and stuff like that, or why this is a problem. We have to protest peacefully, and then when we act out, now it's an issue. Now everybody want to see. It didn't have to go that far, but now it's gotten to the point where we got to do this stuff, where we got to remake the stuff, where we got to make our point and let it be heard. Amen.
It's the same people who it's like people who are non-Black and love to say the N-word, and we tell them, oh, like, the history behind it or how it makes us feel. They use the excuse, quote unquote, it's just a word. but then go hard when we don't sing the national anthem. It's just a song. So tell me the difference. Tell me the difference.
That allegiance is just a pledge.
Literally.
Okay, I send the next TikTok over right now.
Yeah, Martin Luther King wouldn't agree with that. Bitch, do we look like Martin Luther King? Y'all got this man rolling in the grave the amount of times that y'all say his name. Does this generation give off MLK vibes? Very much Malcolm X to me. Very much Malcolm X. Y'all kill innocent black women, men, and children. And y'all expect us to be like, kumbaya, my lord, every single time? Y'all kill me when y'all be like, how is violence going to help anything? As if your ancestors didn't do the Boston Tea Party, Shays Rebellion. As if y'all don't riot in the streets when y'all don't win the fucking Super Bowl. Oh, you ain't remember that? Or how y'all was just recently pushing police officers, taking over capitals with guns, just recently? To get off of quarantine, because y'all want haircuts, and y'all want y'all hair done, because your roots are showing.
Is everybody done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay, Alicia, speak your piece.
All right, boom, here we go. I'm tired of white people saying that. I'm tired of white people sitting here quoting MLK to me all damn day. Like, I don't know my own history. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm tired of you. That's one. Two, Martin Luther King Jr. at the end of his, like, before he got shot, even changed his mind and was like, fuck the peace. We got to do something else because it's not working. We've done it the Martin Luther King Jr. way for 60 fucking years and ain't shit changed. Like nothing, nada, nunca. We still getting killed. We still get disrespected, and we still get treated like shit for a country that don't do shit for us. That we built for fucking free, for free. Like I'm tired of it. And then
Took the land of the free seriously.
Period. And then like I'm tired of them saying like, oh, well, when has violence ever solved anything? Bitch, the Boston Tea Party was violent. You threw all their tea in the fucking ocean to prove a point. Did you not? You went to war to get what you wanted, right? You went to war to not have to pay taxes. But when I go to war to save my fucking life, it's a problem. You got me fucked up. Period.
Thank you. They riot over little things. But when we riot over somebody dying, now it's a problem.
Exactly. You riot when your football team doesn't win, but when I riot to stick up for my black brothers and sisters, it's a problem.
And
if it's a celebratory riot,
we're protesting just because they couldn't get a haircut, but because we're dying, I'm suddenly the wrong person for wanting to riot. I'm like,
exactly. And then they mad at us for looting Target. Target can replace whatever it is we stole or burnt down. You cannot replace those people's lives that you have killed. They had souls. They were real people.
Names.
They were brown and black people. You killed Breonna Taylor in the peace of her home. She was sitting on her couch. You raided the wrong house. You killed George Floyd for what? For what? Because you thought his $20 bill was fake? Are you
$20 though? Just $20 bucks, bro? Are you
losing lives over $20? Right.
Are you kidding me? Are you crazy?
Disgusting.
Like you sat here. No, like y'all are ridiculous. I don't understand.
And the thing that gets me mad is they want to say that we like the black people are suddenly thugs and we're out here just destroying our own community. First of all, if you really go back to the videos, you see the people making the biggest noise or the people fighting the police officers the most aren't even always black.
You know, sometimes they don't even call a white riot a riot.
Party gone awry.
Some fans got a bit too rowdy after the win.
Dispute a bloody brawl.
There was some type of altercation.
Waco, 170 arrested, 9 people dead.
They're not thugs.
Baltimore, no deaths, but it's a riot, chock full of thugs.
Thugs. Who's thugs?
What if the media portrayed white rioters, same as black protesters? Let's switch the audio and see how it plays out.
Breaking news, violent protest.
What you're looking at is the unraveling of the civil society.
Criminals and thugs.
And they're raising hell and they're destroying property.
These idiotic thugs, rioting and looting, are hurting their own people.
Wild animals burning buildings down.
Especially if they know the media's all there, right? Got the cameras on everyone. It's become its own reality show.
Who acts like that towards a police officer?
It be the white people in the front sometimes.
Period.
All this chaos, and then when shit suddenly starts happening and they start shooting rubber bullets, that's when they go to the back and let the black people handle it. Be honest.
Exactly my point. And then they over here talking about, oh, you're over here looting stores like Christian Dior and shit like that. When's the last time you seen a Christian Dior store in the
Undercover
hood?
cops.
Please let me
Undercover
know.
cops.
Please let
Undercover
me
cops.
know. Please let
And
me
it
know.
be
When
white
have
people
you
taking the stuff too. You ain't see that
exactly
lady with the lamp?
with the lip running out of Target? Like, girl, we see you. I don't understand it. And then
And the
like
undercover
CNN isn't
cops.
even
Keep it a buck.
exactly. Like the fuck? I don't get it. It
$20
wasn't a check. It was
though.
$20, like a bill. They thought his $20 was fake. Like, what the fuck is that?
And who gonna call the police over that? Just it's either you gonna tell them that you're not gonna accept the $20 and you go about it his day, or like
exactly.
Look, I don't understand. I don't know store policies or anything, but like, come on now, it's $20. He didn't come in there with $100 bill. Like, yo, you got change? Excuse me?
Exactly.
I mean, I get that like certain businesses they have to like report everything that happens, but it's like the police officer's fault. Like you do not have to take it to that much of an extreme because there's so many videos that have come out and George Floyd wasn't even resisting like that. He wasn't. So
my nigga, he was on the floor, on his stomach, with his hands behind his back. How is that ever resisting?
How is he going
that
to
in
resist
any
from that
way
position?
resisting?
It was 3 of them on him. There was a video released of a different point of view. There were 3 officers on him. One on his neck, one on his torso, and one on his legs. So you're telling me the guy on his neck was necessary? He already had him pinned down, waist down, so he couldn't go anywhere.
For one man.
And then there was a police officer right next to them. There was an Asian police officer right next to them telling the people, don't do drugs, leave them alone, da 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 da. No, my nigga, you should have stopped it. You have the power to stop it, and you didn't do shit.
On top of that, there was this one video I seen. I forgot when it was, but they were like how one of the officers asked, like he was like, oh, how should we like assist, like because he has a medical condition or something like that, like should we assist him and should we like assist aid? And then the one that was on his neck was like, no, he's fine right where he is. And you mean to tell me, and now we talk about the 3rd degree, the charge. You mean to tell me that that's at least not a little bit, like that ain't a little bit suspicious to you? Like that seemed like an accident after he's saying that he's saying he cannot breathe, and you're like, no, they like, oh no, don't assist aid. Everybody around you is telling you that this man is not okay, and you want to leave your knee on his neck.
It even branches down to like people in, not even people in like higher power. There's people like celebrities. Celebrities have big platforms. Why don't they use them to speak out? Because they might get canceled. No, you're gonna get canceled for what? For doing good? If people want to cancel you over that, then they shouldn't have been with you for the first place. Because I feel like people should stand up for what they believe in, no matter what the cost is. Well, what is somebody gonna do? Unfollow you? You got 46 more million followers. That one person is not gonna break your bank at all.
Exactly.
Quote that I saw on my Instagram. It says, "A system cannot fail those who it was never designed to protect." And I'd like to just put that out there.
And I just want to bring up how everybody suddenly wants Black unity or minorities to be unified, but before all this outrage, nobody was really showing up. I won't say nobody, but certain like public figures weren't showing up for Black people. But when it comes to them, when they want the shine, when they want the acclamations, when they want all these accomplishments, now they want to be accepted by minorities or by Black people. Like, you don't get to pick and choose when you're a part of the Black community. Like,
exactly. I feel that like I'm all for the support. I'm sorry, I stuttered. I'm all for the support and everything. Like I love people, non people of color who come out and support. But I feel like there are some of those who like have big followings or whatever who come for it for the compliments and like, oh, like you're doing so good, da, 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 just to get
the praise. It's performanism. It's performing.
Exactly.
They're performing.
It's like you shouldn't be praised for you shouldn't be praised for something that a normal human would do.
I'm doing the same thing for having common decency.
Human decency.
It's literally respect. It's just respect.
It's you. Exactly.
But they want to act like a whole savior out here.
People are Black Lives Matter on the internet, but all lives matter in quiet.